Hi everyone, welcome to Renovate for Success. We are live and I've got Adrian with me, I've got Lori with me, and we are, as you can see, in a gorgeous, beautiful surroundings today. What a great day to spend some time together and talk about one of my favorite topics, renovations. Not maybe everyone's favorite topic, because you say renovations and sometimes that can mean a lot of work, a lot of time, and a lot of maybe the unknown as well. So today, with Lori and Adrian, we want to dive into the actual renovation process. So Lori, do you want to kickstart this and start us off? And when we're talking about the renovation process, what are some important things to keep in mind?
Well, it kind of sounds cliche, but I'd say communication is so important. You know, once you've got a plan, which we can talk about, sometimes sometimes things don't go quite according to plan. And
we wish they did, but they don't always happen, unfortunately.
The intent is always there, the good intentions, but sometimes the unexpected happens, and the client just needs some reassurance that, you know, this can be fixed. We have, you know, some alternate ideas, a path forward. And I think that the client needs a contractor, a renovator who's very responsive. So that's where communication comes in.
It helps build that confidence, really, doesn't it? You know,
and trust, right?
Trust, absolutely trust. And you know, you get to know your clients quite well anyway, you know, as you go through this whole process, and you know, building that trust and relationship and everything else is part of the process.
Well, and I would assume, depending on the renovation, it might not be just for 2 or 3 days. Like, how long have renovations that you've done sometimes take? What's the longest renovation you've ever done?
I've got one that's running 3 years.
3 years? Okay, so I'm going to guess.
Hold on, let me explain that.
Okay,
it's not a problem.
This is a good one. Okay.
Well, it's landscaping and it's phasing and everything else.
Okay,
like
so it's a long-term process,
and then start again on something else, and then like maybe a pool house or something like that. So it's just a long-term sort of continuing project.
You're
a great relationship. Know my clients very well.
And you're almost an extension of the family by this time, I'd say.
I've shared a couple of bottles of wine with them.
I was going to say, you must have gone to dinner, maybe had a glass or two of wine or something here.
Absolutely. They're wonderful clients.
But to me, then, that's part of that whole process of building the trust, building the relationship, and knowing that you can count on them. So you're not just getting a text saying, oh, sorry, this didn't come in, we'll be back in 2 weeks, see you soon. You know, like, sorry about that, we won't be here today. I think that would be very challenging to plan your life around.
Yeah, I mean, there's also like levels of transparency that come through trust and stuff like that. So, you know, you always want to be as transparent as possible, and that's part of the building the confidence and everything else, and just being accountable really is the big thing, and that's what helps develop those relationships and that confidence, really.
Well, and that's all you had mentioned before too, Lori, about being part of Renomark. That's part of that trust and the importance of that.
Right, and starting off developing that plan really means getting to know the homeowner, the client, and understanding how they live, what's working for them, what's not working, and building a plan. And the plan kind of evolves between the two partners, right? The homeowner and the contractor, and sometimes there's some research that needs to be done on materials or different methods, ideas that the homeowner has. And so that's why the plan, it really takes a long time for that plan to evolve. It's not a one-day thing.
And you know, by taking the time to do that, you'll discover like opportunities that maybe they hadn't considered before, and it'll actually, you know, lift their project even more, and they might get greater value out of it. Actually, you can save a lot of money by taking your time to really investigate these things before you get started.
There's something to be said about that too, versus someone that says, okay, come in for the first meeting, and how much is this going to cost, and okay, let's get the job done, and the rush. And you know, you make, again, a really good point. And as an example, I know we've been working on our backyard, and my plan has changed and shifted probably literally 3 or 4 times, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, this is taking me time because maybe being out of town and that, but actually it was the best gift because it has evolved on its own and gone in the right direction versus jumping in and diving in right away, and
by taking your time,
and saving money too at the same time.
By taking your time and actually really investigating it properly, like we're saying, is that, you know, you can save money. You can save a lot of money doing that, and you can ensure that you get the best finishes and the best home or renovation in the end that you were actually really looking for. So it is the best strategy. Don't just run at it. Take your time.
And so before we had been chatting, Lori, and you said it doesn't all come out of the first meeting. This is it does good communication. So that's our number one takeaway. Great communication. Great. Take your time. Don't rush it. What else do we want to leave as a lasting impression here about the renovation process?
If you want the right plan and that's well thought out and that is a collaborative plan, and you want great communication, then you really need to be hiring a Renomark contractor.
and to have some fun.
And have fun.
And have fun.
It
has to be
That's
fun.
right.
It has to be
You have
fun.
Yeah, it's, you know, sometimes it gets difficult, but you have to really try and ensure that you enjoy the process, because it's not a short process, and you know, you should enjoy it, and the finished product is something that you should, you know, have really great memories of.
Well, and what a cool journey, because you know you're going to embark on something, and to have that vision that not everyone can see the finished product, but when it's there, there's nothing better, is it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, there is nothing better. What a great job you both have, because you get to help people fulfill their dreams, and they live in, you know, beautiful locations because of the both of you, and because of all of the other people involved in Renomark and involved in the London Home Builders Association. So thank you so much, and if you want to find out more, go to their website, lhba.on.ca. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.